Whoa. Whoa, man. Whoa. That's a double rainbow. Oh. Let me see what's going on here. Something's fucked up with this camera. Not really sure what it could be. There we go. Something got mucked up on my camera. You gotta love the... I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was fucking odd. Alright, let me see if this is working. Check, 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 check. That's working. Let me get this working. That's working. Wow, that was bizarre. What the fuck's wrong with my fucking camera? Jesus. It's fucking weird. It's like I almost think I should clean it up a bit. This camera fucking let's do it like this. Clean it all off there. And a little dry clean. There we go. Oh, fuck. That's the most I cleaned all week. Hey, how are you, everybody? Well, that was weird. Oh, wait. Let me put a bunch of L's in the chat so I can go along with the children. L. There you go. Look at all those L's. I love that we're all spreading love in my chat. All you need is love. I hate this introducing the new notes tab that StreamYard did to me today. I don't need this fucking thing here. I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to get it off, Edith. How do I get this fucking thing off? I don't want it. Fucking get rid of it. I don't want it. Fuck. It's just fucking... I hate when these companies do this to just add something that you don't want and you can't get rid of it. Who are these people? Fucking hell. I don't want it. YouTube's terms of service. I can't even get rid of it. Just for you, all you people at home, there's this like purple strip going across the top of the screen of StreamYard. And I don't want it there. Announcement, introducing the notes tab. I don't want the fucking notes tab. How do I get rid of this fucking thing? Layouts. Fucking hotkeys. Camera. Visual effects. Fuck me, man. What is this thing here? I don't want to leave studio. Fuck it. Fucking notes tab. I don't fucking know.
Hey, welcome to Dabbleverse Live, folks. And with Stuttering John gone and Aaron Himmold drifting into oblivion, you might wonder why I'm even still hosting this show. But I try my best every week, and my Dabbleverse Sherpa is here to guide me through all the latest goings on, and that, of course, is Karl Hamburger. Hello, Karl.
Hello, Blind Mike. Good to see you, my friend.
You too, buddy.
I will tell you, today we have so much to get to. We'll be talking about the comedy show at Rodney's, the Transverse girls signing NDAs, Rob Saul striking channels, multiple channels, Karmic losing his channel, Kevin Brennan and Chad Zumock getting duped, about Opie by Emily, Kiki versus KB on the sidewalk, backlash for Chrissie Mayr after her Melonie Mac interview, and so much more. But you know what? We always start off this show with a little banter.
Banter! Talk! Do you banter at me? Do you banter at me?
And Mike, a lot of times I like to kick off the banter with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to talk to you about what I learned from Sunday on the Blind Mike Project, a great program I enjoy on Sunday mornings.
Oh, thank you.
And you broke some news, my friend.
I did.
Louis J. Gomez is in the chat.
Oh, that's right.
And we find out a couple things. First off, is he serious about purchasing Rodney's?
That's how bad I am at marketing or branding myself. You're like, "You broke news." I'm like, what?
Well, there was some breaking fucking news. Louis was handing to you with $20 at a time in your chat.
I know. I almost said, hey, we should put that up as a clip. And then I was like, never mind. What?
You're the worst.
I just forgot about it.
You're the worst, man. You're getting too used to rubbing elbows with the A-list celebrities.
Well, I thought about it this way. And I said, I admire and respect the way Louis J. Gomez handles business. And then I saw the owner of Rodney's talk about his shows there. And I said, boy, what a detriment to comedy that Louis is going to take over this guy's establishment.
I think it'll be helpful. We are going to have clips later on where he's getting interviewed by Kiki and Gino and I don't know, some weirdo in a hotel room who knows who that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I thought that was interesting that it seems like Louis is serious about potentially, I don't know if it's for sale. The owner seems to be
come
owning.
up enough, but he's hinted at it enough because he was on, it was either on my show or in the chat or something like a couple months ago saying he was going to buy Rodney's. And since then, I've seen him tweet about it. Like, there's no reason his fan base doesn't give a fuck about Rodney's specifically. So there's no reason he would keep that going, I don't think, unless there was at least real talks about it.
Right. And he does have a couple of the live podcasts, part of Gas Digital, that would be probably broadcasting from there, which I think would be a good thing for the club, obviously, because now you have recurring shows every week that people will show up for.
Yes.
But also, it's a good thing for podcasting. I think that could expand and we could have more live podcasts at comedy clubs.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I guess it's in like a different part of town. I don't know the setup of New York well enough to know if it's more or less difficult for people to get to, but I can see them making that sort of a hub for a lot of comedians because I think people are going to go through there basically just to hang out with them. You know, even like if the Austin guys are in town, they're more likely to go to a club like that if it's run by Louis and Gas Digital.
I mean, it's not in the Village, so you're not near the Cellar and Village Underground and Fat Black Pussycat, like some of the main clubs there. However, you know, I've been to all those clubs. Rodney's is a little bigger, a little bit more accommodating. It's on the Upper East Side. It's not hard to get to. It's right near Central Park. So
is it,
you know,
it's not multiple rooms, is it? It's just the one room?
So it's just the one comedy room. And there's the whole bar area also.
Okay. The reason I asked that is I didn't know if there was also an intention of possibly having Skankfest there, but if it's one room, there's no way they could do it.
No way they could do it there. Unless, you know, that green room, I haven't been in there in the basement, but I've heard stories of John lecturing Keanu in there. That could be a pretty big space.
I see that as more of a museum.
Well, right. You got the Rodney impersonator falling down the stairs. They do that every 20 minutes. You can come by and watch that. So the other big news that was broke on Blind Mike Project, the bigger news, of course, is that it seems like Ari Shaffir really is the third Mike on Legion of Skanks.
I'm still skeptical.
Okay,
I don't know.
Me too.
He's yanking my chain here.
Okay, me too. Ari keeps talking about it like it's legit.
Yeah.
And Louis came on and said, yeah, at first it was a goof, but he seems to want to be there. We love having him there, so he's in. That was what he said in your chat.
And it makes sense why they'd be doing so. If anyone doesn't know, since Dave left, they introduced Ari like he's been the host.
Yeah.
You've been saying like 3 for life. They've been pretending Ari's been there the entire time.
Right.
According to Lewis, that was the original bit that they were going to do for like 3 weeks. And then Ari was just going to go about his business. And they were having such a good time. And evidently Ari wants to do it regularly.
Well, the other thing that's like, I'm still not sure if it's real or not. And this is no offense to Legion of Skanks. I'm a big fan. They've been around a long time. They've built a tremendous audience. But the way Ari talks about it, like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I was going to move to the UK, but forget about that. I get to be on Legion of Skanks on Mondays.
That even seems valid to me because Craig also laughed at that too because Ari referred to it as a dream or something. Right. I don't think he means like it's a dream that I've had since I was a little boy.
Sure.
I think he's saying what Ari can do with that type of show. Not, more. I think he referred to it as like Morning Zoo or whatever you want to refer to it as. What Ari could do with that show, it's a totally different element than Dave Smith brought.
For sure.
Like, I think Ari could really cause some chaos. So I get what he's saying. I actually take it as real when he says it's kind of a dream of mine to be part of that show. I don't think he means like I've always dreamt of being on Legion of Skanks, but I think he's thinking creatively like what he can do. Because I've also thought like Ari name-wise, I'm like, wouldn't they rather just go with Tristan Bowling or someone that would cost them less?
Right.
But Ari is not driven by money. Like he's really not. If you look at his life and career and everything.
Oh, he's taking months off at a time to just travel. I
imagine he took, if it's real, I imagine he took whatever Dave was making, if not less. Like I think he'd be willing to do that. That wouldn't surprise me anyways.
And Lewis is a good business person. So he's going to know if it's going to make sense or not. And he'll take care of Ari, whatever he needs for it. So, well, anyway, I hope that is the case. Yeah. Obviously, when Bob Kelly was saying that he had the gig, and I knew that was a joke, but that would have been a disaster.
Well, people would have burned Gas Digital to the ground.
Yes.
If it was Bob Kelly.
But. Yeah. And I think that was a joke because Robert Kelly was so disliked.
Yes. By the bonfire.
Joining the bonfire. Yeah. So it was kind of funny. Yeah. We have to, on the show, we're contractually obligated to bring up sports. So I'll just say the Cubs are well on their way to winning their 15th straight home game right now against the Reds. Yes. Unbelievable start of the season for my Chicago Cubs.
Go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go. Thank you. This guy gets it.
The Yankees just won as well, I believe.
Whatever.
Same as the Cubs winning.
Sorry. I always said I did. Sorry, the Sabres knocked the Bruins out in round one.
Devastating. And my Celtics lost.
I know, the Celtics. That was weird. That wasn't expected.
Unexpected, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to hear about that.
But it is, I mean, they got a lot for, I know they ended up like dominating all season, so people expected more out of them in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't have Jason Tatum, and they still were a top-ranked team. So
yeah. All right, I like that. You're taking the moral victory on that one.
Yeah.
That's how sports works, right?
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Let's get into some of the things that are going on in the Dabbleverse this week. Some very important things are happening. Striking is happening. Channels are getting nuked. These are not good things. A lot of turbulence happening in the Dabbleverse.
I will tell you legitimately, it seems like the last like 3 or 4 weeks, there are cycles I go through in the week where I'm so disgusted with things that I'm like, I don't even want to do this fucking show anymore. And then by showtime, I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'm back.
All right, good.
But there are things where I'm like, I don't even want to talk about this. Like, why are they striking channels? Why does everyone have to tattle on each other?
It sucks. I hate it. Rob Saul put out strikes on Pest, as we see here in the screenshot. Pest posted this on his YouTube page. Shaking my head. This guy could have DM'd me and asked to take the video down, but Rob pulling a stuttering John. And he shows that there's a strike from Rob Saul. Content used, Saul show, stuttering John is the desperate Duke. And content found between 6 seconds and 3 minutes and 14 seconds into the program. And so Pest was not happy that he got a strike. Now, he also, Rob Saul, struck Doom's channel. Doom,
I don't know if I knew this.
Yeah, so it was Pest, Doom, and Liquid Cryptid.
I heard you talk about Liquid Cryptid and Pest yesterday. You guys brought Rob in for a spanking, and he submitted. He was a good boy.
We did. In fact, I have a clip of that real quick. This is from WATP yesterday, because I don't normally have guests on to talk about gay ops. It's not really the style of my show. But when I saw Rob was doing this, like Rob and I email back and forth from time to time. So when I saw him doing this, I emailed him like, dude, what the fuck? What are you doing? You're striking channel? The Clippers?
This wasn't a guest. I've never felt more like I was watching the principal's office where you and him were like, Rob, do you know why you've been bad? And he's like, yeah, you know why I've been bad. Are you going to do it again? No, I'm not going to do it again.
Do we need to contact your parents about this?
Please, Mr. Bush, no.
All right, this is just a short clip, but this is Rob explaining himself, explaining his actions on WATP yesterday, striking the Clippers, the beloved Clippers in the Dabbleverse.
So yeah, I in my personal life, I got into a argument with a intoxicated friend that was over, and I
could tell Rob was real nervous too in this appearance. I appreciate that he came on because he knew that we were gonna, call him out, but he seemed real nervous. He's taking like big gulps and stuff in between sentences, a lot of hemming and hawing.
I can only have sympathy for that so many times because I was it was just me and Cardiff talking about it when he was on with you and Shuley, and me and Cardiff played clips, and I was kind of like, this guy seems to be bullshitting, but he's going through something, the guy's getting sober, he's dealing with a lot. I was like, I don't know how much he's changed, but I'm sure. Now he comes on again and does the same thing, and my patience wears thin with that, where it's like, how many times do you say you're changing and you're growing and you're a different guy, and it's all a process, and I'm not expecting everyone to like me. Like, how can you say the same bullshit over and over again and show no change? Like, there's going to be another incident where he strikes some channel and then comes back on and is like, I know that's the wrong thing. I shouldn't behave like that. I've got to grow up.
All right, yeah. So let me let him elaborate on this a little bit more because I have some thoughts on that.
Okay.
I kind of not drugs and alcohol relapse, but I mentally relapsed to where I became that angry, impulsive person I was when I was drinking, and something I had,
Is this the first time this has happened since getting out of rehab?
Yeah.
For the people who are watching, watch Adam Bush's face as after I asked this question. Is this the first time you've had this relapse since getting out of rehab?
Okay.
And Rob says, yeah.
I mean, I do stuff like on the air. People are like, oh, he's so angry, but I'm just like, trying to do content. I'm not like really upset on the internet. But yeah, in real life.
That is really the principal's office. And it's like, okay, I have some thoughts about that.
I'm picturing the Larry David gif where he's just kind of like looking him over.
Yes,
okay.
for sure.
This is like the first time I really got upset. I thought I kicked the anger problem and I didn't.
So what Adam brings up later on in the interview, which I appreciate him for doing because I don't spend much time on X at all. I don't know what people are up to over there. Yeah. I watch YouTube, and I didn't realize that Rob goes hard in the paint at people on X all the time.
That's what I mean.
It's brutal.
And believe me, Rob, I've been there. I'm sure you're dealing with stuff. I'm not saying it's not difficult. Leave. Get out of here. If it's bad for you, leave. Stop saying, oh, I'm going to be able to handle it. I'm going to be the guy who figures out how to deal with all the. Get your head right and figure that out. Figure out if there's a way to deal with all the comments and don't come back and try to handle it in real time and keep saying you're changing and you're not the same guy.
Easier said than done. And I agree with you on everything you just said. However, I will tell you, if someone told me, hey, Karl, all that fun that you're having, we're taking that all away from you. You're no longer allowed to have all this fun. I go, well,
having fun.
No, I'm talking. Well, you know what I mean. You know, it's like all the drinking and drugs and stuff. You're like, this is great. You're like,
gotcha.
No more drinking and drugs, right? And I'm like, okay, fine. No more drinking and drugs. Can I still go on my YouTube show and yell at Stuttering John? Like, yeah, I guess. I mean, that would be like pretty awful if they're like, Karl, you can't have any more fun anymore and no more streaming on the internet. Like, fuck you. What am I supposed to do?
I got you there. And like I said, I'm not saying it's not difficult, but I think if it's actually making Rob angry, and he says it's performative, but was it performative the last time? Was it performative when he was calling your wife a cunt and calling Adam a pedophile, whatever the fuck he was doing before, calling Shuley all these horrible things? Was that performative or was that a guy with a problem? Because he's doing the same things as the guy with the problem.
I know. I agree with you. And I tend to forget things and move on. Adam doesn't, I don't think. So he said some horrible things about Adam, and Adam's just like, hey, listen, man, You know, you can't just go off all the time and then just be like, yeah, whatever. And by the way, Rob did go on in this interview to say that he was in the wrong and that he's the asshole, all the things that you want a guy to say. You don't see that very often in the Dabbleverse.
No. And what I believe at it, that's why I don't want to get it twisted. I believe he's trying.
Sure.
I genuinely do believe that. Like, I don't think he's lying about that. I just think, I think he needs to hear someone say it's not working. And it's not me that he needs to hear say that. He doesn't give a fuck what I think. But someone, if there's anyone that like gives a shit about him, they should say like, hey, this is not helping you in any way.
I mean, I said it on the show when he came back. I was like, this is the first thing they tell you to do in rehab is you can't associate with the old people you used to associate with. You got to make new friends.
Even his telling of what people say in his group or his whatever he's referring to when he talks about other sober people, they're like, I guess you can do it if you want, but no one's like that. You should. That's a great, great people call you a dog fucker.
That's a very good point. They're like, well, have you fucked your aunt, Rob? He's like, no. Like, okay, then what are you doing? How are you putting up with this? All right. So anyway, Rob has removed all strikes and came out and apologized for that. And he's apologized to Doom and Pest and Liquid Cryptid. Okay. So the moral of the story is, for all the content creators who are watching, and this is the biggest show, everyone's watching it. I sound like fucking Corky right now. The moral of the story is, if you get angry at someone for how they clip your show or something, reach out to them directly, try to work things out. Don't go through the YouTube copyright strike system. It sucks.
I think Adam was the one that pointed out that he said, Pest is being, not very nice to me in these clips. I think Adam was the one that pointed out they're clips of you speaking, right? They're not. It's not commentary. He's not injecting his thoughts or opinion. It's just clips of Rob, and he's like, "Well, that wasn't very nice."
That's what I thought was hilarious because yes, I was thinking the same thing when he said it. It's like there's no commentary. There's nothing else going on. Yeah. It's just Rob's show being.
Yeah, if Rob was like, hey, I monetized that, I still think that would be the wrong decision. But he's like, oh, the clips were not nice. It's like, well, the clips were you. I don't understand.
I even asked, I'm like, was it the titles of the videos or maybe a thumbnail that was mean to you? Like, what's the problem? He's like, well, they did put Dog Lover up on the screen during a certain part. I'm like, he does love dogs, though.
Sure, but if someone posts a clip of me and is like, Mike's a fag, this episode sucked, but if the clip is just me, then some people could be like, oh, I liked it. I like Mike. Or they could be like, no, you're right. He is gay.
I like that you said some.
Yeah. It's all like
maybe a handful.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. You sent this over to me and you said, I'll need this explained to me. This is from Tukey Soup.
Tukey tried, my co-host on B&T Monday nights on my Patreon and Tukey's Patreon and Cardiff's Patreon.
I was going to say, you're taking Cardiff right out, huh? All right.
Well, he's in Italy. You forget about him.
Sure.
Tukey tried explaining this to me, and I can't really make heads or tails of it. So I'm going to need a second run through, if you don't mind. Interesting.
Okay, so this is Tukey Soup. He had special guests on, the Transverse ladies, and specifically Latanya Vegas, talking about these agreements they had leading up to Hackamania, because they were live at Hackamania. They were there at the shows.
Is the NDA thing real?
Yes.
Yes.
That's not a bit you guys made up?
No, because we were going to do this before we even were like.
Yeah, before even part of Hackamania.
Yeah, because we had booked our hotel at the Four Queens before we booked our hotel at the Plaza.
Okay. So let's just, I know this is not a lot of context yet. The NDAs are real, according to the Transverse ladies, who have a YouTube channel that talks a lot about the Dabbleverse.
Okay.
Here's the next clip on here where they talk a little bit more about this. And
just to get me and maybe others up to speed. NDAs. So I'm getting from this that people approached them for some kind of
sexual favor,
night of passion of some kind.
Sure, some type of sexual favor. Okay, so let me put this context out there because everyone knows this part.
Yeah.
It is well known that a couple of big shots funded an event where Granny, who by the way used to be Bob Levy's co-host for a little while, and people remember that. But Granny,
what are you doing?
I know. Granny, who was with little Lemmy, they have a kid together. Granny had intercourse with one of the trans women from Transverse for $10,000, which they split 80-20. Granny getting the $8,000.
Yeah.
So that's the part that has come out. That happened at Hackamania in a hotel room somewhere.
Right.
I don't know if there's video of it or not. I don't care.
Oh, I hope so.
Mike's like, they got a blind.
I'm hard already.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so they Tukey asked more about the NDAs and what was going on here.
And you guys had the NDA, or these people brought NDAs?
There were talks about it, and then they brought it and then gave it to us to sign.
Right. If they didn't want us to provide it, then they provided their own.
Yeah.
Was this more than one person, or one person brought an NDA?
All 6 of them.
All 6 of them did.
All
that.
6 of them?
6?
Yeah.
Like, you never hear JT get emotional. He's like, 6? What the fuck?
That is true. When JT is outraged, something.
Yeah.
So all 6 of these people know each other?
Or they know of each other.
Did they all know they were partaking in your services, or did they all think like I'm the only one?
We gave a Groupon discount.
There was 3 that came already knowing what they were going to do, and then 3 more at the event.
Oh, it had to have been 2K. That's why 2K won. Now I know. That guy's weird. I know he's getting blown by dudes. I know it. Fact Jack. I mean, beautiful ladies. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
No disrespect.
Okay.
Glad Tukey was appropriate there.
So I think he's referring to the Transverse ladies have had 2 beauty contests. One was for the men, one was for the ladies.
Right.
And 2K won for them. I didn't know that part. That's what I'm assuming happened.
Yeah. So what's going on here? Enlighten.
All right. So, Mike, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you set this over and said, I need this explained to me.
Yeah.
Because I pulled a clip. The Transverse ladies were on the live Tukey Soup episode at Hackamania in Las Vegas. I was there in the audience for this. And I want to play you the important clip here because you're talking about NDAs and guys are coming into town to Vegas to spend time with these ladies.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? We know that obviously Granny took one of them from behind, Watanya Vegas specifically.
Sure.
So this is Rocco, aka Tukey, where he's playing Karmic, but it's El Horrible Karmic because he's got the El Horrible mask on. Mm-hmm. Whatever, doesn't matter. But this is the interview with them that's important.
And you guys had the NDA, or these people?
That's not the right clip. Tell me I got the wrong.
Karmic impression has gotten worse.
Tell me I got the wrong link because that would hopefully I just pasted it in wrong because I had to track this down. All right, here we go.
What do you guys do for a living? I feel like you live in you work in the hospitality industry, I believe. I heard something about you make Las Vegas chili dogs. Can you please explain what that is? It sounds delicious.
We get guys off, rich white men, and we make chili dogs on our chest.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The biggest chili dog starts at $1,000.
What the hell is it, though?
It's really simple when you think about it. The guy hires us, he squats down, poops on our titties, and sticks his dick in between our tits.
So it's his poop on your titties?
His poop, yeah. That's very
fantastic.
important.
Ew. Disgusting.
And today only, since it's the last day of Hackamania, 50% off.
Oh, that's fantastic. A Hackamania deal.
Promo code Chili Dog.
So, Mike, I don't know what's going on with these NDAs.
Oh,
is it possible? Is it possible that Dabbleverse fans, NLO fans, I'll say, definitely not WATP fans, but NLO fans,
right?
Maybe this little piggy fans are coming into Vegas in order to shit on a trans woman's chest and then titty fuck that chest with the shit on it.
I'll repeat myself from a few weeks ago to Mersh and Aaron and everyone who was trying to call Hackamania a failure. Why didn't you point to this?
This is the thing to point to.
No one was like, hey, look at this degeneracy. Everyone was like, oh, the stream didn't work very well.
I heard there's less than 100 people there. This was terrible. I'm with you, man. This is wild.
I don't know what's going on, but it really debunks what everyone says about the Dabbleverse. I'll say that much.
Hold on a second. So this is your buddy Tukey, who is platforming these ladies.
That's all I was thinking. I said during both interviews, I said I do a show with both these guys.
Right. Like, listen. Okay, the Rob Saul thing. I apologize. We needed to hold his feet to the flames a little bit. But
yes.
What did Tukey say when you asked him about the NDAs on your bonus show?
Oh, he was describing to me the Transverse in general. His interview with them happened the next day, so I didn't get all the details. But he was trying to explain the Transverse in general to me. Do they have a Dabbleverse show now? Like that part I don't even understand really.
Yeah, they do a show about the Dabbleverse, but mainly the people in the Dabbleverse.
But they're most known for being hookers, right?
Trans hookers, yeah.
I figured that part. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know them before they started doing a YouTube show, so I don't know about most known, but yeah, that's
I assume that's where most of their income comes from.
I would imagine. Yeah, they talk about only charging $1,000 to get shit on. I would charge a lot more for that, but
that is a pittance, I must say.
I mean, I guess if you do enough volume, it makes sense. You know, you're not going to make a good living if you find 2 or 3 Johns a month who want to do that with you.
Yeah. I don't know. It's strange. It's a strange addition to the Dabbleverse. I'll say that much.
It's not great. So Tukey, come on. Anyway, let's talk about the super chats that are coming in. You like super chats on your channel, right, Mike?
Oh, love them.
You're always encouraging them. You want more and more.
I do appreciate them. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you hated the.
I don't need a ton, but I appreciate those who do it.
Tukey's unpaid staff. Boy, Mike told me you eat poo. Is that true, Karl? I told you that in confidence, Mike.
It's not me spreading that rumor. He heard it elsewhere. He's a liar.
Zumimic, Chrissy is more irrelevant than Zumock. You'd be surprised. Chrissy might have stepped in it yesterday with her Melonie Mac interview. Mike,
has this reached elsewhere?
Do you follow the quartering drama that's going on?
I see it because I know like Aaron talks about it a lot.
Yeah, Aaron talks about it a lot.
No, I'm not too well.
Okay. I'm going to get you up to speed on it because it's now getting some Dabbleverse. I don't know what the word is for that. The Venn diagram that is the little Dabbleverse coming in with Chrissie Mayr's involvement.
Okay.
Voltaire says, instead of talking sports, you could have a hilarious delete laws segment. Lost opportunity, gents. Good point.
I was thinking we should start doing on this show, like keep it essentially the same format, but if we start doing like delete laws and John Sirasani segments.
Yeah.
Instead of like Rob Saul and Karmic.
Why did those two names come to your mind?
What if?
It's a really smart idea.
Like Dalen Dupree and people like that.
It's actually a really good idea. Have you been checking to see if Woke Dad's come back yet? Is his channel back?
Every day.
It's hilarious. JB50 Cal, $10. I love this show because I know what you're going to talk about because I saw Karl's show yesterday. Much better use of my time than who are these socials. Sarcasm, by the way. Jesus Christ. We got a lot of things to get to, my friend. Don't worry. Yes. General GK, $7 Canadian. Emily is coming to destroy your empire of lies, Lady K. Wait for it. We'll get into that.
Yeah, why do you hate this woman so much and try and sully her name?
She hates me, Mike.
It's not
she
what
hates me.
Trying to ruin her.
Ladies and gentlemen on Mars, Rob's being what Jim Norton calls a dry drunk. Yes. I think he even used that term.
Yeah.
Mostrote says, remember when Cuckride ruined the thumbnails with AI? Yes, I do. Daddy Poopy, I subscribed because I was told Karl is never on. Well, Mike makes some promises he can't keep, apparently.
Been misguided.
Trent Hill, grow up. You are not the internet police, Karl. Leave Rob alone. You can leave the internet too if you don't like it. What? Just saying, don't strike channels.
He can keep doing it. You do it every day if you want. It just doesn't seem like what's best for him. But
it's not good for anyone. It's not productive to strike people's channels down.
It seems like a shitty thing to do.
Yeah. Tukey's unpaid staff. JT sounded shocked at the 6 men thinking he was only one getting into the Transverse ladies. Oh, see, that's why JT was upset about that. He's like, which number was I?
Yeah. JT's gasp really did make it real for me.
Yes. Happy recap. So the asshole is the person who strikes, not the person who uploads 3 full paywall episodes onto his YouTube channel for free. Cool story, guys. If you watch my interview with Rob from yesterday, I specifically call out Liquid Cryptid for doing that. I asked, did you strike him because he threatened that or because he did it? And he said he did it. And I said, well, you should not do that. Obviously, I have paywall content too.
That guy was also being wrong, and I think said, I'm doing this out of revenge. So I think even he knew, like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to anyways. So.
Yes. So no. I'm generally against striking and always against striking, but if you do steal someone's content and give it to people for free, that's shitty too. So I'm with you. Jokey Jackman says, when you got Vegas chili dogs, who needs Stut Joe? See? Dabbleverse is alive and well.
I'll take an order of Stut Joe, please.
All right, so other news in the Dabbleverse real quick. I feel like we should address this because this happened less than a week ago. Looney Tunes critic put out a weird video apologizing.
I didn't know this was too old. I could have done all 2 hours on this today if you wanted, but
it's so bizarre. Now I haven't watched the whole thing, but I was watching Be Dabbling Live talk about it, and I've seen some clips here and there. But it seems like, and I want to hear your take on it, but it seems to me like Looney Tunes critic wanted to pretend like he wasn't outing anyone, but everyone knows who he's talking about, and no one knows what he's talking about. Because the way he says it, it sounds like he committed assault or something. It sounds like something horrific happened.
It made it sound like a very violent crime.
You're right.
And like something like it felt like he escaped jail or something, or even like he went to jail and like learned his lesson. It really did seem very bad. And it also put, like I was saying this, I was also saying this to Tukey the other night, that I don't know who it is that he's talking about.
You don't?
I have a pretty good idea. No, I'm saying like,
Lucy Type Box.
Okay, yeah. Like I had no reason to know that. But he narrowed it down so much that unless he was really inappropriate with Carl's wife, I'm pretty sure I know who this is.
Well, that's the weird thing about it is it's like, what was the point of bringing any of this up? It didn't help anyone involved in the situation. I've talked to Lucy about this. It's not as bad as what he made it sound like.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So I just want to put that out there. Like, Looney Tunes, relax on the fucking apology, man. It's fine.
And I saw people speculating like, oh, he just wants attention or something. I listened to, I don't know him at all. So maybe he just wants attention. To me, it seemed like maybe a troubled guy. Like maybe subconsciously it was for attention, but I also think like it seemed like this was eating away at him. And, you know, if you get 3 DMs about something or however many it was, it seems like the whole world is caving in on you. So in his mind, I think everyone was talking about this because he got 3 messages being like, why weren't you at Dabble House?
I mean, that was over a year ago. It's April of 2025. Why is he making a video now?
In his world, it was all I think he built it up in his mind as this massive thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so he apologized for doing something horrific and took ownership at Dabble House, which was down in Fort Myers last April with the Shuli Network and who are these podcast folks.
If I didn't know Kaylee, I would have watched that video and said, well, this girl is certainly dead.
Right. Yes. That's what I mean. I had to check on her. I'm like, well, is everything okay? What happened? I was there the entire weekend with her. It seemed like it was fine, but
yeah.
Holy shit. What did I miss? All right. Let's talk about Karmic. Karmic X's channel was nuked this week. And Karmic did go on a Rumble, I believe, to address this.
I'm sure you guys heard the news. I'm sure the news has been reverberating throughout the land that my show is currently no longer available on a certain streaming platform. I'm not even going to say names just in case things may take a turn. I'm talking about YouTube.
Amazing. It's a certain streaming platform. You probably heard of. It's the biggest one in the world. I don't want to say what it is. It's YouTube.
Starts with a Y and ends in YouTube.
Jesus Christ. So Karmic is trying to battle this against his channel, put back up. But I like these just like I don't want to piss these people off any more than I have to. Fuck you, YouTube. Whoops.
So problems arise. I have a lot of people who really, truly have a lot of anger and bitterness towards me even having a stream. And it's been voiced by certain streamers out there.
By the way, just put a little context around this. Karmic goes after everyone. He has said the most horrific things about me. I rarely talk about this guy. I find him boring as fuck. And he's just like, there's certain streamers who are trying to take me down. It's like, what do you think you're putting out in the universe, idiot?
When I see clips of him, it's like Tommy Jordan's in his chat and being like, "Hey, nice glasses," and he's like, "How about I fuck your mouth?"
Right.
Comes back with the most violent response.
He's so vicious. I know he comes out. He's like, "Oh, geez, shucks, guys. I guess there's some people who don't like me very much. I don't get it. What did I do?" Fuck you.
It has been voiced. They made it obvious that they want their fan base to kind of see my stream disappear.
All right. So he is going to point fingers and name names. And what do you know about this? I have clips of him on MLC talking to Kevin Brennan about this. So we'll get into more details. But what are your thoughts?
Well, it seems like, so my original reaction to this, because I saw it the same time as the Rob Saul stuff was happening. And that's where I said I start to get like a grossed out feeling with a lot of this stuff sometimes. Because then you're like, if I talk about these people, are they going to strike my channel for revenge? Like all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But it seems like it was just an algorithm thing where because Karmic is so violent that he said something, the right combination of words, where just a computer was like, well, we can't have that on YouTube anymore.
All right. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
But I do have more information and details that we'll get into. But before that, real quick. So nice podcast, Stupid, $2 Dan, Corky. He's deleted all of his videos on YouTube.
Why?
He's completely deleted everything. And one of the most recent videos he made, he put out a threat to Lucy Tightbox and Will Heron and a chatter. He made it very clear they were on a list and to wait for it, and very threatening talk.
Oh, no.
And then all of a sudden, the video's gone. It's like, well, if you're trying to threaten people, you should leave it up for a little while so they can see it, get, shaking their boots or whatever. So I'm wondering if Dan is looking at this and being like, oh, this is against the policy of YouTube to just go out and harass people and threaten them. Maybe I'll get my channel taken down if I do that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I mean is like now people are looking at it as a thing like, oh, well, I'll just get people's channels taken down because they talked about me. And that's why I'm like, ugh, what a gross way to go about doing a show.
Trust me, when this happened to me with Whitney Cummings, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because I'm making fun of the words you block in your chat in the comment section.
What you should do is take her down and then sue her.
Right? No, Mike. No, that's what I'm saying. It's we don't escalate things.
Yeah.
This is a clip that Adam Bush pulled that is later on in this broadcast. Karmic showing that he doesn't care.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, now I'm going to be fucking ridiculed for this shit like I give a fuck.
Why bring it up?
He's bawling his eyes out.
Of all the shit that I said out there, I don't wish anybody ill will. Whenever I've had like a negative reaction about other people and they're supportive and nice, it gets.
Okay, it's very funny. He's like, by the way, I tell people I'm going to fuck their throats until they vomit to death, but I don't mean any ill will. Everyone's great.
Well, he seemed, I get why people are interested in Karmic X because it does seem like a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Like Tuki was telling me that this was all happening while we were on the other night. Yeah. At the very end of the show, Tuki said that his Rumble got taken down. And I guess someone mentioned to him that Tuki said something nice about him. And he broke down in tears then, too, just thinking about Tuki's generosity.
And this guy's so emotional. I've never seen a guy so emotional on the internet before.
Yeah.
And he gets embarrassed, which I would too if I was just bawling my eyes out.
Sure.
So I'm not sure why he keeps going back and doing that. Well, he came on Kevin Brennan's show, Misery Company, and Kevin lectures him on what he did wrong.
Oh,
which I find fascinating. You're a YouTuber, you're a fellow YouTuber.
I'll be curious to hear this. Yeah.
I'm interested in your take on this.
Okay. Now, did you, again, I'm here to yell at you. So
Yes, please.
did you leave your shows up on the YouTube channel?
I did a couple days ago, and that got me removed from the YouTube platform. Yes.
So did you leave a lot of shows up or just from time to time?
Just the one, because I was on the road and I didn't get a chance to remove it.
Yeah, but it's not hard to remove it.
I know, but I don't have a laptop, and laptop access was a little funky at that time, and yeah.
So your girlfriend would let you borrow her laptop? What does that mean? Laptop access was a little funky.
Oh, yeah, not Wi-Fi.
Hey, Felicia, can I use your laptop? I got to delete this video. She's like, fuck you. Like, all right, never mind.
I'm going to put it on the top shelf, Karmic.
My mind was elsewhere. It was I shot myself in the foot, literally.
So you
didn't shoot yourself in the foot, literally, you retard.
No, I did.
No, shoot yourself in the foot means you took a gun out. Anyway, it's so stupid. So this is the thing that I find fascinating by Kevin's logic, because he's lecturing Karmic on what he did wrong.
You didn't leave a
Kevin thinks that you can say anything you want, the most vile things, as long as you private or delete the video immediately afterwards.
The Stuttering John method.
Right.
Yeah.
Then YouTube can't do shit. Wouldn't that be a weird policy if you're allowed to violate everything?
Yeah.
As long as you only do it while you're live.
As long as we can't see it after. Then
Right. Just don't leave it up. I don't care how many people are watching at the time. Because this goes on and on. He keeps lecturing Karmic about this.
Just the one
left one up, and you lost your whole channel for one show.
Yes, I guess over harassment and cyberbullying.
Did they timestamp it? Did they tell you what time, where was the violation?
They didn't say anything. They just removed the channel completely.
So, and then you were crying. When you were crying, you were just crying because you're tired and you're sick of it.
Yeah. So what I like about this is Karmic keeps running back to Kevin, and we see a lot of these guys do this. Anytime Kevin sends them the link, they're there. And Kevin's clowning him to his face. What are you crying? Oh, you're probably tired, right? You had a rough day that day. You're crying on the internet. And Kevin's like, yeah. You got me. These people are so pathetic.
I don't understand where this idea comes from, that if you private the video, it goes away. Like, why do they keep thinking that?
So it doesn't go away. Like YouTube, as soon as you stream a video on YouTube, they have it forever.
Right. That's what I'm saying is you can't just come out and threaten people or do something illegal on the stream and then private it, and YouTube's going to be like, we almost had you. We were you were watching live, so we can't get you.
Right. None of that makes sense. There couldn't be a policy that existed like that. Yeah. However, with that said, I think what Kevin Brennan thinks is that he pisses a lot of people off. And so people are looking to report him, to flag his channel. We'll talk about the quartering and flagging channels later on in the show. So it makes it more difficult if people don't have the clip and the timestamp to send to YouTube when they flag it.
That makes a little more sense.
It makes a little more sense, but you were saying earlier, it seems like probably the algorithm just caught up with all of these horrific things that Karmic says on his program and went, well, we don't want any of this.
That's what it would tell me immediately. Like if I knew that his videos weren't up, like I would assume that they couldn't be, because you can't even really timestamp them if he's live. So there's no way for people to report.
So that's, I think, what Kevin thinks. So Kevin's like, you got to delete every video afterwards. Do whatever the fuck you want, and then just delete everything. And he's lecturing Karmic. You left one video up? Well, that's why you lost your channel, dummy. What were you thinking? But then let's find out the conspiracy here of who is orchestrating all of this. Okay. Why Karmic would lose his channel in the first place.
But it just shows how disgusting YouTube is. He leaves one video up, and some see you next Tuesday can just orchestrate something because they're fans of Melton, or they like Hunchbacks, or whatever. And Melton's like, and then Melton gives him a cookie or something. So it's pathetic. It's pathetic. And this is why I wish Melton nothing but pain and suffering. And that antisocial lady, the same for her. I mean, they're so disgusting, and they deserve any and all bad things. All bad things.
So the conspiracy is Haley from Pretty Antisocial. She ran all of Karmic's videos through AI, and AI spit out. AI spit out like what the show was about, and it basically just came out and said, "This is violating YouTube's terms. This is harassment, and asking for violence and things." So Kevin has come to the conclusion, and maybe Karmic thinks this too, is that Haley is an agent working for Patrick Melton, who is directing people to strike these channels and take them down. What Kevin doesn't understand, and he never will understand, is that the other side of the Dabbleverse from him are not malicious like this. We don't celebrate other people not making money or other people getting their channel struck. We don't like any of this. So Patrick Melton's not rooting for that.
Not even a matter of maliciousness. Like, I think you're right. No one wants to do that, but also take malicious out of it. The greatest punishment for John would be having to do his show, because his greatest fear is you and Shuli and all these other people making fun of him. If he wasn't able to access YouTube, and same with Karmic, if these guys weren't able to access YouTube, their greatest insecurity would be erased. No one could make fun of them anymore. But all these other shows rely on having people to make fun of. So you, me, Patrick, none of these people, I don't want the people that I make fun of, I don't want their channels gone. I want them to flourish. I want them to post as much as possible.
More content. Yes, the more content, the better. But for some reason in Kevin's mind, that's the way he thinks. He's like, oh, you said something mean to Patrick Melton once. He probably wanted to ruin your life. It's like, no, Patrick doesn't think that way. In fact, Patrick set him up with Super Tips before it became available to the public. He's one of the original guys on Super Tips.
Yeah.
So, yeah, none of this is true, but they run with this narrative. I don't know if they're talking Karmic into it or if you already thought that. But Karmic goes along with it. It's like, yeah, Patrick Melton's engineering all of this, and Haley's the reason why my channel got nuked. Of course, Haley denies this completely. She's not looking to strike Karmic's channel. I know they've gone back and forth, Haley and Karmic, but I've seen videos of Haley singing along to Karmic's AI music.
Yeah.
She seems to be a fan of some of his content.
Yeah, like I said, I know there's people that want to fuck with Karmic, where they're like, oh, let's take his channel down because it'll fuck with him. But I assume if you cover Karmic, you're like, I want his channel to be up. I want more access to him, because like the reason people don't make fun of Kevin Brennan as much, or it's harder to clip Stuttering John, is because they delete their shows. It's annoying if you want to cover them because their shows are always gone.
Correct. So in Kevin's brain, all that Karmic did wrong was leave a single video up, and that got his entire channel nuked. And so he asked Karmic about this, and we find out that's a little bit different than that, actually.
And he left again. If that's true, that's crazy. You left one video up, and that was enough to get taken down. That's fucking. You'd think there'd be, if you had a series of violations, a couple of warnings, but you leave one video up, and that's enough for them to fucking nix you. 86 your channel.
That's it. And all those violations that I had, one of them was up, and I had one more that's going to be done this month after the 90-day.
So you already had a couple of strikes?
I had one inactive.
Okay. So it turns out he's been warned. And I think it's funny that Kevin's like, oh, so just one video and you get your whole channel nuked. And Karmic's like, no, I mean, there's multiple strikes on my account and warnings, notifications coming through.
Yeah. So that at least made me feel a little bit like it was, because it's obviously not someone attacking him. It seems much more like the algorithm at work, which is still annoying.
Yeah, like I got a strike from Whitney, and there were no warnings about that ahead of time. It was just like, this is harassment. And so they struck the channel. And it was a one strike. We were off for a week and we came back, whatever. But it's interesting that Karmic has been warned about this. I'm not saying I like the system. I don't want his channel getting nuked. But it seems like he didn't change his ways. He's just like, I'll just delete the videos and then I'll be good.
Yeah, it just gets exhausting where it's like, I don't know why anyone with a YouTube channel would be celebrating someone else is getting taken down. Like, I don't want Karmic's to get taken down, or John, or you, or Shuli, or anyone.
I'm glad you threw me in there, Mike. Jesus Christ, I would hope not. Fuck.
I've tweeted a few strikes, but it never takes for some reason.
I hope that goes without saying that you want my channel to survive.
I'm like, this is no good. I don't care for who are these broadcasters. That doesn't need to be on the internet.
Well, that's true. So you mentioned that Tukey said he had supported Karmic.
Yes.
Well, at this episode of MLC, Anthony Kumi is watching, and he sends in a super chat.
Oh.
Karmic gets choked up.
One of your fans is here. One of your real fans.
Uh-oh. Thank you, Anthony. You're a good man. Appreciate it.
Compound Media, I'm a fan of Karmic's and support him getting his YouTube channel back. He's hilarious whether he knows it or not. So I guess everybody involved with Compound Media and Gino Bisconte, they're off the hook because I think it's something to do. I think it's something to do with the Melton people because I think they didn't like you the way you maybe talk about them sometimes.
Well, I do appreciate it, Anthony, and you're going to make me tear up because
I was going to say, are you getting emotional? He's going to get fucking emotional again.
Wait.
So $5 super chat from Anthony. He's like, oh, well, this is too much support. I don't know what to say.
Anthony's paying Kevin. And Karmic's like, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
And this appearance starts off with Kevin patting himself on the back for giving him $50. He's like, hey, did you get that $50 I sent you? Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's pretty good.
It's amazing.
Righteous bucks.
So much support. All right. Stevie Lou in the middle of this interview comes in with some breaking news. We're going to pivot off of Karmic because I found this to be fascinating. Big news in the Dabbleverse this week that I believe your buddy Tukey fell for, and Chad Zumock and Kevin Brennan and Stevie Lou. Check this out.
Thank you, man.
I have a spy report here. I don't know if you want.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Breaking news. Opie of Opie and Anthony fame is now banned from Gephardt's.
Did you hear this news, Mike?
It's earth-shattering.
No, but it's been going around quite a bit.
I knew the end result of it, actually.
I know you do. All right. But this was like a thing that a lot of channels were talking about.
Yeah.
The show with the owner?
Yeah, I guess it's the end of an era. I guess he was disturbing the patrons there.
How are you hearing this? You saying it on Twitter?
Yeah, someone sent me a lead here. It's on Reddit, and Opie commented about it, saying, "I guess they didn't like the free advertising jokes on them. The place was getting lame anyway." So yeah, he's been kicked out of Gephardt's.
Yep, got him.
That is an accurate representation of Opie's personality.
Right. Now, the next day, Chad Zumock is on the show, and Chad is also getting duped by this.
Okay.
And telling Kevin about this crazy thing that happened to Opie. Because, Opie does those shows from Gephard. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Before he had the back problem. He was streaming from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess he's banned from Gephardt's.
Did he make a video about it?
I commented on it. He said, I gave him free publicity.
That is a good impression.
Thanks.
I mean, he did the show with the guy who owned Gephardt, so they had a falling out.
I guess
we should get that guy. I should try to get that guy on my show.
You shouldn't. Matt is a total bore.
Oh, he's poison.
He sucks.
He's terrible.
He has no personality at all, Kevin. Do not do that.
Possibly
this is called
Ron.
Oh, definitely worse than Ron the Waiter.
Yeah.
For sure. Speaking of which, this is a quick aside. It just reminded me. There's a person who sends me notes about Opie, gives me some information from time to time. Not Emily.
I know you never listened.
Not Emily, a different person. And that person found the original video of Carl Ruiz and Opie meeting Ron the Waiter at Pete's Tavern for the first time.
Oh.
And it's fascinating because Ron is charming and funny and interesting, and they love him. Because he's working, so he just comes in with a quick quip, and then we're off to the other table and getting someone's refill.
Oh, very nice.
And I think Adam and I are going to cut that up and do a special on that one.
Ron should do that when he's on Opie's show. He should wait tables while he's on Opie's show.
He'd be so much better.
Yeah.
Ron, walk away for like a good 7 minutes, and then come back and see if we're doing okay.
Yeah. Bring a club
Gephardt's.
Hello.
All right, so this is Kevin calling Gephardt's to find out if it's true.
Okay.
Opie has been 86th.
Yeah, is Opie there tonight?
Say that again?
Is Opie Hughes there tonight?
No.
When's the next time he's going to be there? I like his show.
Probably in another 2 weeks, actually.
Is it on Tuesday?
Yeah, and it's going to be Wednesdays.
Oh, he's going to move. He's moving to Wednesdays?
Yeah.
Because I heard there was a falling out. I was hoping that wasn't true.
No, I haven't heard of anything about that nature.
And Ron the Waiter will still be part of the show?
Yeah.
Okay, because I love their chemistries.
This couldn't have backfired more on Kevin. You would think you got to be like, I'm sorry, who's that? Opie, is he work here? What do you, yeah, I don't know, man. Instead, the guy who answered the phone is like, oh yeah, Opie's scheduled in a couple of weeks. Ron the Waiter's gonna be there. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he's gonna have the whole crew here. It's gonna be great.
At least Kevin checked. Everyone else was like, whoa, what a loser Opie is. Kevin,
right.
Kevin at least got an answer.
Yes, people just ran with this. Stevie Lou and Chad were just like, oh, I saw it on Reddit, so it must be true. Yeah. Of course, this was a post on Reddit. Here's the original one. And this is from autumn_pumpkin_, which is my friend Emily.
Oh, she's good. You know what? It might still be true then.
She would not consider me a friend, but I adore her. And it says, did anyone hear the breaking news? Opie is banned from Gebhardt's. And then in this thread, she posts this little back and forth she had on Reddit where Emily wrote to who she thinks is Opie. And it says, is this true, Opie? They finally kicked you out. And the person she thinks is Opie says, guess they didn't like the free advertising, jokes on them. That place was kind of lame anyway. And what's amazing to me, this guy's handle is Long Island Clan. His avatar is that of Opie with long hair from years ago. And people just buy this as this is Opie.
How would he get that picture otherwise?
That's what I mean. Why? And Emily, I mean, she's got her problems, whatever. She really thinks she's talking to Opie every single day. She really believes that. Why the fuck would Opie be hiding behind this sock account that has his picture on it? He's hiding in plain sight. No one would suspect it.
I don't know. This seems pretty thorough to me. My question is, why are you trying to silence Emily all the time? At every turn, she's breaking stories, and you're always...
Silence her? I'm giving her a platform on WTP yesterday, on this show today, and also calling out the fact that guys like Chad and Stevie are dumb.
Karl's the news media. Don't trust this Emily. Don't look at what she's doing. Meanwhile, all the facts are coming out underground from Emily.
Yeah, Emily from Reddit showed that post from Long Island Clan and said, that is so funny. He really got kicked out of Gebhardt's. So why would this person who communicates with Emily every day, does a good job, by the way, like you said, it's the tone of Opie. You would believe Opie would write something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would this person continue to engage with Emily when all she does is out him every single time? Like, this is definitely Greg's sock account. Here's all the proof. He's just like, fine, I'll just keep giving you information.
I await the next report. Like, I assume, based on the little I know of this woman, this will have no impact. So I can't wait for the next report that this guy gives her.
Yep. She'll move on and she'll keep on going. She probably still believes that really is Opie who sent her that information. So great job, Emily. Great sleuthing. You caused a lot of shows. I think Tukey fell for it too. I see a lot of shows talking about Opie kicked out of Gebhardt's this week. So well done.
Tukey should interrogate her for a good 4 or 5 hours on Saturday, I think.
Yeah. Listen, Rocco, I don't usually give advice to my fellow content creators. What am I talking about? That's all I do. What you should do Saturday mornings, Vince the Warrior, Dynamite co-host, just talk to Emily for 3.5 hours straight and make sure to take a lot of phone calls.
Yes.
That's the winning formula for the show.
I agree.
Labyrinth Mystic, Karl mad at Emily because she overcharged for chili dog.
Is that what this all stems from?
If I'm negotiating a chili dog, I'm going to agree to the terms. You know what I mean? If it's too much, it's too much. I'll walk away.
Chili dog.
I'm not going to get mad after the fact.
I don't like that act is so part of the vernacular now. Like, we all know what it means. Like, it's such a common thing.
I don't want to get into it. It's so weird. Ray DeVito fans says, remember that Ray DeVito is not in the Dabbleverse. We actually are going to have a Ray DeVito sighting in a little bit coming up.
I would disagree with that.
Chelino 67. Who is the common denominator between the biggest creepos in the Dabbleverse, Looney Tunes and ESO? Well, that would be one Shuli Agar, I believe, is who you're talking about.
Interesting.
Or maybe Mike Morse. Mike Morse.
Yes, it is equivalent what they did. Looney Tunes critic. And
well, the way Looney Tunes critic talked about it, you'd believe it, wouldn't you?
True.
Juggernaut says, is this the face of a guy that gives a fuck?
I don't know.
Labyrinth Mystic has been a member for 11 months on this very channel, Blind Mike Project. If Karmic goes down, $2 Dan John, how many dabblers disappear until WATS comes back? Looking forward to Jimmy video. Love you more than a friend, gents. Have a good weekend. Thank you, buddy. Well, we'll keep watching them go down.
Yep.
Let you know. Premium Electric said, who do you guys side with in the feud between Tukey and the Shuley fans?
I didn't know there was a feud.
I saw Tukey tweet out, and I'm sorry, I'm not completely up to speed. He tweeted out a link because Shuley has a GoFundMe for the DMCA strikes lawsuit against John.
Yeah.
And so it's savetsn.com, I believe. And I saw Tukey tweeted out, all right, fine, I'm going to do this to help out Shuley. And it was a GoFundMe for a person named Shuley who's transitioning and needed money for
that's fun
for the operation. So
that doesn't seem like a real beef, though.
No, I think he's having fun with it.
Yeah.
Bacon Bits says, as a fellow stream crier, leave KarmicX alone. Laugh my ass off. I don't like that he lost his channel, but he is certainly playing with fire over there. Mostro at Clay Dabbler, I think you should do a monthly sculpture to commemorate what happened in the Dabbleverse that month. This month could be Looney Tunes critic. One hashtag CDWO.
Yeah. Yeah, we never want to forget that.
Looney Tunes critic, or sorry, not Looney Tunes critic. Clay Dabbler has some of the most amazing clay sculptures. He's a brilliant artist. I loved that Eric the actor that he showed John on a recent stream. Fantastic. Brian Landon test stream. Karl, why didn't you have Moody on to explain himself after he struck my non-monetized channel like you did Rob?
Ooh.
Did I talk to Moody about that? I thought I did. I thought we talked about it on This Little Piggy. I'm pretty sure we did.
What did he say? Did he have a chart about it?
Yeah, there was a graph. I fell asleep. I don't know. When I came to, it was Sunday. Tukey's unpaid staff.
Let me say this, though. I don't know the whole. I'm sure I'm not well versed in the facts of the Moody thing. I do think there is a difference between posting the entirety of someone's video, no comment. Like, clips to me are different than posting all of someone's video.
Yes.
I don't know if that's what Moody was upset about, but.
Well, didn't I have Brian Landon on to talk about it too?
Sounds familiar.
I don't remember. I think that's what happened. But anyway, Tukey's unpaid staff. What happened to having guests on the show? Oh, we have a big guest coming up next week that I'm not going to say because I don't want to jinx it. But
we took a break. Exciting. Next week's guest will say more words than the guests the last 2 weeks would have. So
yes, we have a talkative fella coming on. Labyrinth Mystic, $5. Too many Jimmies was referring to the "Why are you laughing" on Jim Norton. I really did just throw a softball at Blind Mike's face, didn't I?
I guess so, yeah. But yes, there's a "Why are you laughing" up about the great Jim Norton right now. So go check it out on this very channel.
Okay. Labyrinth Mystic is really trying to help you promote "Why are you laughing" with
he's a good
Jim
man.
Norton.
He's too generous, that Labyrinth Mystic.
He really is. He's fantastic. We appreciate him over here. All right, do you want to get into the Rodney's comedy show?
Piece of shit this guy is, huh?
All right, so Rodney's, of course, hosted. John Melendez and Keanu and Gino were on that show. And so this past Saturday night, this past weekend, they tried to recreate the magic that was the sold-out Rodney show by having Kevin Brennan come out of retirement, Bob Levy headline, Barry Ribbs was on the show, Chad Zumock, Ray DeVito, Stevie Lou got up and did a set. Shmuel Buckman was asked to come up on the stage at the end of the night, and he started reading John's divorce papers or something like that. Star-studded event.
Yeah.
And so the owner of Rodney's loves going on these streams and telling people what happened after the fact. He did a lot after the John show.
Seems like a weird move to insult a group of people that have been to your club twice now. Like, it's,
Yeah.
I suspect there's some crossover from the last event of people attending. And just
for sure.
And shits all over them. I don't understand the business model.
Well, here he is on with Gino and Keanu talking about the stand-up show.
Yeah.
What a fucking circus. What a great time. What did you think of the whole thing?
Great time. I love that ending.
I should point out, Keanu was definitely there. I don't think Gino was there. I didn't see any.
Oh, I guess I just
Gino was
assumed because
there.
I knew Keanu was there. So I just
Yeah.
assumed Gino was also there.
I don't think he was, but he just said it was a great time. So maybe he was.
I usually don't watch the shows, but I saw a few people that came in with their house tickets, like kind of left after the first act or whatever. So.
There were only two good comics. I liked Bob and I liked Stevie. The rest of it was not very good.
Bob's great. I don't know who Stevie is.
The one
He
with the
was the one that was
nunchucks.
the
The one that was
nunchucks.
the tall nerd in the suit and looked all fancy.
The guy in the suit was good. He was terrible.
The one with the nunchucks, he was better than all the people that were just rambling like high homeless people on the street.
Yeah, it seemed like it was just a type of Dabbleverse podcast related thing where you shout out to your fans stuff that only they would know. I'm like,
yeah. And if you're paying for tickets and you're not expecting that, like
It's
half the
very-
audience was like, what the is this shit?
It's very niche, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
niche, retarded, sure.
What a shithead, huh?
Yeah, I know. He's calling
I'm,
out.
I'm sure plenty of people will make fun of like Stevie's comedy or Kevin's or even Bob's, any of those guys. But for the club owner to come out and be like, "Oh, that guy was a retard. I heard he fucking bombed." What a shitty club owner. I pray Louis J. Gomez buys this place, because otherwise, why would any comedy fan go there?
It's bizarre that he can't wait to go on streams and trash the show that he just had at his. Like, he agreed to all this. He knew what it was.
Yeah, why would other comics want to work there? Like, it just seems like a shitty move.
Did you listen to any of the stand-up sets from that night?
No, I watched some of the streams, but I couldn't really hear what was on stage that well. So not really.
I watched a little bit of it. It was hard to tell. There was a lot of people just yelling things out. It seemed like maybe it was fun if you were there. Maybe.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a event that you want to listen to after the fact.
But even if it wasn't, why would this guy come
No, I
out
get your point.
and be like, "Oh yeah, Stevie Lou, that fucking retard, fuck him."
No, listen, I get your point.
The guy brought some amount of people into that place.
Mhm.
It could have been zero if they weren't there. Like, he literally said there are a few regulars that got up and left.
Yeah.
They might have left any show. So thank God those guys brought a couple of people into that shithole.
Well, okay. It's okay. Fair enough. I don't think the shithole. I think they do regular comedy shows there that sell tickets.
Do they?
Yeah. It's Manhattan. It's a comedy club in Manhattan that's been around longer
Plenty
than every
of
other
comedy
comedy club.
clubs in Manhattan have failed. And
No, I know.
Dangerfield has been shit for years.
That's true.
This does not seem like the guy that's bringing it to new heights.
That's true.
Seems like he should be grateful on a night where there's plenty of other shit to do in New York. That's why there's not usually big headliners in New York City, that they brought anyone in there. Like, that seems like such a shitty move, even if the show was terrible. Everyone wants to shit on Kevin, and like, I know we're not supposed to like these guys.
No,
but they performed for this guy's club. They weren't shitheads to him. Is there any evidence that they were like, "Hey, fuck you," and pissed in this guy's face? It seemed like they put on a show and did the job they were supposed to. And he comes on, by the way, comes on Gino's show of all people.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
That's
"You
weird.
believe these hacks, Gino?"
I know. That's a good point. But listen, I'm not. You're right about all of that, but I think you're giving them way too much credit. I think they sold a third of the room. It's a Saturday night. It's a comedy club on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. They sell a third of the room. Did he break even on it? Like, he has to pay his staff, he has to pay rent. It's like, do you really think like he made bank on this amazing show? Did she be kissing Kevin Brennan's ass because of it?
Okay, let's say they sold no tickets.
Okay.
Is it a good idea to still come on a show and be like, "Oh, look, these fucking losers"?
That's
Like,
the part. That's the part I agree with you on. That's the part I agree with you on.
Anyway.
But you're acting like this guy would have gone out of business if it weren't for Chad Zumock flying up for Tampa to put on his fucking 10 minutes of people talking over his set.
I'm not saying he would have gone out of business. I'm saying he should go out of business.
He will go out of business, right?
For these practices. Louis, don't pay this guy $1. If you pay him $1, it's too much.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, so to your point, he goes on and continues to trash the entertainers and audience and everything else that happened here.
This guy is.
It is like watching animals at the zoo.
Yeah, I was comparing it to like monkeys throwing poop at each other, or
Yeah,
like the homeless people on the street, like that are high as fuck on meth, rambling back and forth. Fuck you, no, fuck you. You have a
Yeah.
little dick. You have a little dick. That's
It's
basically what it was.
fascinating. And there were like 4 hours, like 3 hours after the show was over, there was still like a tripod and a phone outside of Hendrickson's just filming, and random couple of people were there. Like, who are you streaming to? Nobody's watching this.
Hey, Mark, I think I was telling you this
Who
at
are
the
you
show.
on, jackass? How
I
many
know.
people do you think you're watching Gino and Keanu?
Way more people watch the streams from that Rodney's gig than are watching this show. Way more.
And doesn't that tell this idiot something? Like, oh, hey, people are streaming this twice now. He's had to wrap his head around the idea that there's some level of attention on this. And again, maybe he doesn't get it. Like, say what you want about the amount of people in the club. Patrick Melton and these other shows were watching it Saturday night. It's nothing but promotion for Rodney's. Now, if you don't want these animals in there, you said it's animals at the zoo. If you don't want them, don't book them twice. Like if he said, hey, listen, I didn't like what Tommy Jordan did and people didn't pay their tabs or whatever, that's fine. Don't have another show and try to make money off of that again if you're so morally objected.
All right, I got to disagree with you again. So Tommy Jordan was trespassed. He wasn't allowed in the place. So he did take action on that. This lineup was completely different. There wasn't a single comic who was on the Rodney show that John performed at.
Same. It's the come on.
What do you mean?
He knows it's the same group of people. It's Kevin Brennan was literally there last time. Like he
So was
knows
Bob Levy. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what it is.
Okay, fair enough. So the idea that he goes on Gino's show, because he knows that Gino hates all of this stuff. He hates the Dabbleverse and what everyone says.
Yeah.
So I think he plays to his audience when he comes on these shows, which is why he's
shitty businessman.
Yeah, no, I agree with him. Let me finish this clip here real quick.
Oh, there was another podcast. I don't even know. I never watched them. They had the street cameras and they were just doing like a live watch of like the street outside of Rodney's. I didn't even know you could do that.
What does that mean? You didn't know cameras worked outside?
I mean, Keanu, I've been on shows with her and Chrissie Mayr where they just watch people walking around in London.
Isn't that where
between
Kevin hit
nightclubs?
the phone out of her hand or something? Wasn't she streaming on the street?
I have that clip. It's coming up.
Okay.
I thought that was very interesting. But let's talk more to the owner of Rodney's.
Okay.
Get his take on this some more.
Because they don't have, like, this is the byproduct of what we said. It's like, we have lives. Like, Mark, you do shit. That's why you don't get it. But these people have, this is why I'll make it about, my concern. This is why the population is going down.
Oh boy.
This
Here we
guy.
go.
Jesus Christ.
Gino's going to tell everyone what's up right now.
Yeah.
I love it when Gino tells me what's going on in the world. It's great.
The problem with Tommy Jordan is the COVID vaccine.
Right. I mean, all right. I have some thoughts on Gino's righteousness.
People live online. They watch YouTube. They don't leave their home. They don't know how to talk to women. You saw Chad. You saw Ray. They don't know how to talk to fucking women. In fact, they become so. Go, Mark.
To be fair, I don't know how to talk to women, but I don't know if that's. But what's weird is these people don't have. Like, how do they have money to pay admission and drinks? Like, what handler is paying for them?
I don't know what they did, you shithead.
Right, just calling everyone who came to his club a loser.
Refund them then, if they're impoverished, you jackass.
I would argue they spend so much time.
He said handler.
Yeah, handler's good. I would argue they have such miserable lives, and maybe I hope I'm wrong, but I would argue they have such miserable lives and jobs where they're like, I got to make money, I got to pay my bills, and since they have miserable lives, they need to see other people that.
I wish Gino would think I should make money and pay my bills. He never thinks about that.
They have such miserable lives that they would subject themselves to your comedy club, Mark.
Right.
It's essentially what Gino's saying.
So, well, listen to what Gino says here. He's said it a million times. He's so off on this, but he'll never stop believing in himself. He has very little self-critical thinking. Gino doesn't sit back and just go, I seem to be failing at this, and these people who I think are terrible are doing very well.
Yeah.
Maybe I should change.
My bills. And since they have miserable lives, they need to see other people that shit on other people to be like, it's like my brother always, because he's older, well, he's a year and a half older, but he's normal. So he's like, they're zeros trying to be ones. And I'm always telling you, no, Peter, it's new now. They're ones, and they're trying to tell you everyone else is a zero. Because if they can convince you everyone else is a zero, then they're the number one, even though they're only 1 out of 10. And these guys,
so many fucking numbers. Jesus Christ, like binary code.
It's also, what did the people at this show do wrong?
Great question.
Like, that's what I don't understand. Is it a guy that sat down, had a couple beers, and watched Kevin Brennan? Why is that an animal?
Okay,
I don't know whether he liked Kevin or he's there to make fun of him or whatever. Why are these animal retards that they're making fun of?
I will say this, because I did listen to some of the clips of like Bob Levy's set and Chad Zumock's set, and I got a sense of what this show was. I watched Kevin Brennan when he came up at the end of the show. This is not a stand-up comedy audience.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what the owner, Mark, is annoyed with.
What is that? Shit?
Okay, fair enough. You keep thinking that he sold out and made $1 billion. I don't think he made a lot of money. He's annoyed.
They paid the people there paid tickets. Be mad at all the people that didn't come. Don't be mad at the people that showed up. That's what I don't understand.
No, he's mad at the people who didn't come because he booked a show that's not a good comedy show. And the reason why I say that is because I listen to this. People are hooting and hollering and screaming and wanting to be part of the show. I don't think the Dabbleverse and stand-up comedy mix. It doesn't work.
Well, that's fine. But you can't go, this show didn't sell out. Fuck all of you that came and bought tickets and bought drinks and then possibly came twice in the last few months. Fuck you guys. Not fuck the people that didn't show up. That's because the comedians they're booking are not that popular, and the club does a shitty job of selling tickets. It's not the 8 people there's fault. Why is it that guy's fault?
My point is, and because so I have pretty close connections to the comedy club here in Rochester. Yeah. I know the owner and the booker very, very well. I go to a ton of shows there. I'll be there this weekend to see my buddy EDR, old David Reed's coming into town. Very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a comedy club and the audience that shows up is a bachelorette party, or it's drunk frat guys, or it's Dabbleverse people, you need to nip that in the bud. It ruins your comedy club. People want to go and watch comedy. I don't want to go to that club anymore. People are just screaming out at Bob Levy and shit. I don't understand.
Is that what happened? Did the audience ruin the show?
Yes, it was pandemonium in there the whole time. Everyone's just yelling and hooting and hollering. Like I said, Chad tried to do his act, and he had to lecture people like, is everyone else having a conversation? I'm sorry, I'm the one with the microphone here. He didn't know how to handle it.
I don't know. I still say it's on the comedians then.
Well, yeah, because the comedians were making a mockery of it. Do you think Kevin Brennan gives a shit?
Well, what the part I'm focusing on is this guy said these people are animals.
Yes.
They're retards.
Yes.
No, they're paying customers, you jackass. Like
they're the customers he doesn't want in his club, Mike. That's why I keep telling you. If I talk to the owner of the Comedy Carlson, I said, do you want a bunch of these people coming to your comedy show? I'm like, no, I'd rather not sell tickets.
He might say that to you privately. Would he go on a podcast?
No.
These people there that were at the David Reed show last night, they are retarded animals, and I hope they never show up again.
No, of course he wouldn't. But
that's all I'm talking about.
I understand. Okay, I understand your point. But remember, he's going on in hot water. He doesn't think anyone's ever going to see this. Well, why would they?
You'd be wrong, my friend.
Yep. Oopsie.
That hate their lives so much and hate what they have to do are like, well, as shitty as I feel, look at what a loser this guy says this guy is. And they give him money because that makes them feel better. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying, please tell me I'm wrong, but I ain't. Thoughts?
Okay. This is what's so insane about Gino. I'm not saying I'm right, but I am, and I know everything that's going on and what's up. All of these people who think the Dabbleverse is all about like personally attacking other people are the same people who do that. Like Keanu will get up on her soapbox. When she makes fun of me, it's all about my appearance. It's all personal attacks. Mm-hmm. My looks, my teeth, whatever. And so when Gino's just like, these people are just mean and just fucking out for blood. It's like, yeah, that's because you're watching MLC. That's because you're watching Karmic. Watch shows that actually are reviewing podcasts and critical and roasting and laughing and enjoying and partnering up with other shows to do these types of, I think stand-up comedy is horrible for the Dabbleverse. I think roasts work very well. When we did DabbleCon 1, we did a stand-up showcase, which was fine, actually. People were, that audience was there for a comedy show. Mm-hmm. But the DabbleCon 2, we did a roast. We did a roast of everyone who was performing at DabbleCon, and that worked very well.
Right.
So this whole thing that Gino's got it all figured out. It's like, this is what the Dabbleverse is. It's internet losers who don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like, no, you don't know what's going on, old man. You're completely out of touch.
It's like it not dissimilar, and probably a lot of the same individuals as like the Howard Stern audience, where comedians would get on stage and they'd boo them and be like, "Where's Artie?" Like it wasn't a stand-up crowd. So I get that. And you know, if Lewis buys the club, he might say similar things as like he might call us retarded animals, but there would be a little tongue in cheek. Like this guy, it just rubbed me the wrong way, the way this guy was shitting on paying customers because you're mad that your club doesn't sell out. Book better comedians. What can I tell you? You booked Bob Levy in 2026, and he was by far the best comedian performing.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you.
By the way, just a quick aside, I went and saw Bob Levy open for Artie Lang when Artie was going strong on the Howard Stern show, and it was a terrible stand-up audience. Everyone was just screaming out shit the entire time. So yes, you're right. Like if it's tied to a podcast or a comedy show, a morning show, maybe not the best for people who don't want to just sit there on their hands and laugh at stand-up.
And the other thing too is this guy coming on and being like, "Oh my God, these people." Well, they were just there a month and a half ago. It was not that long ago that people were telling you to get more security and all that. Don't book them again. What made them think the audience was going to change?
Well, Gino does a show there once a month. I think on a Sunday, once a month, he does this,
I bet those are packed.
Showcase show.
Yeah.
Well, this is him talking about how his shows are great.
But here's the thing, Mark. By the way, every show we do, you know, the Gino and Friends show, and thank you for that, or even the Secret Show. Is there ever any trouble? I mean, is there ever any people live streaming? No,
Are there any ever people? It's like, no, there's no people. It's great.
A bunch of people that run up the bar tab, and thanks for taking you spoil us. That's all it is. It's comedians who like hanging out and doing comedy.
All right.
Oh, good.
So Gino has to explain, like, why would you even book these guys? They're losers. My show is the good show.
Why not book different no-name comedians that just come there to drink? That would be a better
Perfect.
show.
Yeah. Do you want to do 5 minutes? You don't have to. We can just keep selling you beers if you want. All right. So this Rodney's gig, not a lot happened, but a lot of people were streaming it. So we got to see some stuff. And this is what I thought was the most interesting part. This is Keanu outside talking to Kevin Brennan. Kevin's trying to grab her phone or something like that. And Keanu is so desperate. This happened in New Jersey too, where Keanu outside a Stuttering John show that Keanu featured on was yelling at Kevin Brennan because he was outside with the noisemaker. And she's like, "Oh, Kevy Brennan." And Kevin's like, "Fuck you. Get away from me." She's like, "What? What do you mean?" She like wants to be Kevin's friend so bad. She needs his approval and his attention. And she never gets it from him. Kevin doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. And so then she has to lash out back at him.
I took over Tommy's stream. Kevin Soundboard, give me a follow on YouTube or Twitter.
YouTube service to service going on over here. Service to service.
What are you gonna knock my? Are you wanting to? You gonna knock my phone off my hand?
Yeah. So Keanu's trying to have her viral moment. So Kevin like grabbed at her phone and then walked away, and she'd like walk back up to him like, "What are you gonna do? You gonna grab my phone?" She's like taunting him with it. Like, come on, I want to go viral.
She's yelling, "I can't breathe."
Right.
That's what Gino would do. That's what Gino would do.
Because he doesn't care. Come on, what's wrong with you?
That's what Gino would do.
Why? What's wrong with you? Oh.
Tio Hank is getting in between them.
Oh.
Tio, just let him have it out. What are you doing, man? I love you, buddy, but what are you doing?
Man, you want to go toes with me? What the fuck?
Here we go, people. Here we go. Here we go. Drama.
I'm sorry, your brother's more successful than you. Oh, no.
So this is what I wanted to call Keanu out for. Keanu's a cry bully, which I don't care about, but it's very hypocritical that when people bring up her ex and what happened with her ex, she's literally cried. Like, why would you guys talk about that? I've played clips of her crying when people talk about the sensitive thing that she has in her life.
Yeah.
But then when she goes after other people, she's like, what's Kevin's Achilles heel? Neil Brennan. Brings it up immediately. Oh, your brother's more successful than you.
I get why one is a little more traumatic than the other.
I get that too, but that's always her go-to thing. She thought that I was offended by being club-footed, so she started calling me club-footed Karl nonstop.
Yeah.
It's like, you idiot. I don't care. I'm the one who told you that.
Well, that's the thing with all these, Gino included, where they're all like, oh my God, these people are so negative. And
That's what I mean.
The second they have the opportunity, it's just negative, nasty shit.
That's what I mean. Like they love to act like they're above it all, and they're in the mud more than anyone.
Right. Like, people are just attacking these sweethearts.
Right.
Did you feel good about yourself? I came here to support you. Please stop.
See, that's the hurt, Keanu, right there. I came here to support you. Do you think Kevin Brennan's gonna be like, you know what? That's my bad. I really do appreciate your support. Thanks so much for coming down. What do you think Kevin's gonna say to that? Fuck you, bitch. I don't need you here.
I didn't realize, Kev. I'm so sorry.
You're right. She's so stupid.
What's your problem? You gonna knock my phone out of my hand? That's fucking aggressive. You blink when I look.
You guys better follow me, Kevin Soundboard. This is great content while Tommy disappeared.
I'm not weird. Quit sending me the link then. Stop sending me
This is
the
great.
link.
So Keanu got called weird, and she yells back, "Stop sending me the link then." So now she's feeling
that
like
is too far, I gotta say.
She's an important part of MLC.
Yeah.
You need me, Kevin. You need me on your show. I'm going to scrub a little bit, just a little bit more of this.
The idea, like, I'm weird. Why would I be on Kevin Brennan's show then? It's
Yeah.
he has Ray DeVito on and all these other
weirdos.
Yes.
I don't need your support, you dumb cunt.
All right, that's what I was waiting for right there. I came to support you. I don't need your support, you dumb cunt. It's not what I'm, not what I'm worried about.
Work, it's fake. All
right, let's go inside.
Hey, can Small come to support me too, you fucking loser? I'll buy a fucking kill you. Keanu, get out of here. Give me your gun, AJ. No way.
You like me, Kevin. You like me. Happy fucking birthday, old man.
Where's Gino? He's on the phone. Why are you fighting? Everyone be cool. Come on. He's in the gym. Everyone be cool.
That's my favorite part. All of a sudden, Ray DeVito shows up. Everyone be cool. He comes in like the bouncer. Why is everyone fighting? All right, Ray, relax, buddy.
I've changed my mind. I wouldn't want these animalistic retards at my business either.
Thank you. This is what he's talking about.
All right, I'm sorry, Mark, or whatever your
Yeah,
name.
you got Ray DeVito walking around acting like he's going to tell everyone what's going on. I'd be upset about that too. All right. I have some super chats I want to get to. Thank you for supporting this channel, everyone. Brian Landon, I guess I didn't know Moody had a show.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I'm not following that, Brian. I thought I said I had Moody on my show, or we talked about it on my show, or on This Little Piggy. Moody does have a show on This Little Piggy, I guess. Raper Butt, Rodney's one will never be beat. That's right. I was hanging with Raper Butt at the first Rodney's show.
Well,
Not
the only way
the
to know
first.
is to do it every 2 months and see, see which one is
That's
best.
correct. Tukey's unpaid staff. 60 people is one more than 59, Mike.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Jeremy Scoop, speaking of. Karl, Rodney's doesn't do good business on any night. Gino and Keanu are regulars there. Also, F. Stevie, he posted reviews on Yelp trashing Rodney's. Oh, that I heard about. So Stevie Lou, he's interesting. So he was going off about people yelling things out during the comedy show and how that's not conducive to comedy and disrespectful and you shouldn't do that, which is true, all well and good.
Yeah.
But then he goes, hey guys, the owners responded to all these Yelp reviews. Get out here and talk shit about his club. It's like, okay, so you don't care about fucking with the owner of the club. Just don't fuck with the comic because that's who you are.
The tough thing about defending some of these people is that,
yeah.
But I'll defend their right is all I'm doing here. But yeah, that was my main contention. Is he's saying that I wish every night I could have comedians like you, Gino, and you, Keanu. That would be the real. Then my club would really thrive.
Jordan Jackson, House of Horrors, says, how dare you argue with Karl, Mike? Don't you know he's never wrong about anything? He's smugly talking down to you, and you're going to take it.
That's what's so brave about me. I'll stand up to this bully.
All right, we'll just agree on everything. And that'll be the show from now on.
Yes.
All right. I want to talk to you about this thing that happened yesterday with Chrissie Mayr,
Yeah.
Chrissie Mayr podcast, had Melonie Mac on. And Melonie Mac works with the quartering.
Okay.
And has been doing everything she can to support the quartering through all this controversy. Now, the quartering is a long-standing streamer who's made millions of dollars streaming, very popular, over 2 million subscribers on YouTube, but also has connections with Rumble, started his own coffee company, and he's very low effort. He's right-wing, he leans conservative, and he likes to read articles. And the other thing he does, he puts out shorts where he just goes, "Hey guys, check this out. Let me know what you think in the comments," and then just plays someone else's content.
Okay.
It's like that's all he does, is like say a quick thing and then he just plays content. Beyond that, though, him and Kino Casino have been going back and forth because they make fun of him quite a bit for the fact that his content's repetitive, he's losing viewership, and there's some things going on in his personal life that they've been calling out that seems to really get to this guy, Jeremy Hamling, the host of The Quartering.
Is Kino Casino that big that they're on this guy's radar? Or is this The Quartering a channel with like millions of subscribers, but also kind of not really, where like he doesn't have like dedicated fans?
Right. So I think it's one of these channels where it built up over years, 2 million subscribers, but his videos get 9,000 views.
Right. Okay.
14,000 views. Whereas Kino Casino, they do very well. They probably do similar numbers on Kick and then whatever people are putting on YouTube and other channels. So apparently, and just to give you some quick background so you understand the context of this, because this is fascinating. I don't know if Chrissy knew what she was getting herself into on this. Maybe she did.
Okay.
But Jeremy has this friendship with this guy named Adam, and Adam's active in like swinger communities and stuff. And they've done like on stream things together, including hot tubs, which is very much Aaron Imholt-esque. And so there's a lot of speculation about the fact that maybe Jeremy's a cuck and his wife is, getting with this other guy.
Oh.
And the problem is that when people talk about that on their streams, and hopefully this won't happen on your channel, Jeremy gets very upset and then strikes them. Flags them, which tells me that there's like maybe some truth to it.
Jeremy, I don't even know you. Leave me alone.
He's very offended by it.
Oh, shit.
He's also been alleged to have a lot of creepy behavior around female co-hosts and stuff like that. So what happened was Jeremy of The Quartering started going out and flagging and threatening channels, and DMs have leaked with Josh Moon of Kiwi Farms about how he's going to go scorched earth on these channels. And Kino Casino just got a channel nuked on YouTube last month, one of the Kino Casino clip channels. And so there's a lot of evidence that Jeremy is not handling this well and doing all the things that we on this program are against.
Yeah.
Flagging and striking and stuff like that.
Especially when you're kind of saying he's a reaction channel himself, right?
Yes, this is how free speech, reactions, like that's kind of like his whole thing. And now he's against all that, trying to shut it all down. He claimed he's got connections at YouTube and Kick because he is a big creator. He does know people. So he's like, I can give your shit taken down if I want to. It's like threats like that are not good,
Yeah.
Seems like you're in it for the wrong reason. So yesterday, Chrissy puts it out there. I have Melonie Mac on my show. And Melonie Mac is an employee of The Quartering. Melonie Mac has worked for The Quartering for a long time. She's a very big creator. She's been on shows with Chrissy for a very long time on Simcast and other things. They did have a falling out, which actually Keanu created, but they're buddies again because I think they're both like hardcore Christians. That's the other thing that's weird about all of this. It's a lot of right-wingers who are breaking up into factions over how much you love Jesus. So Chrissy's recently decided that she's like Catholic now, and Melonie Mac's all in on Jesus. The Quartering's gotten real Jesus friendly. So that's like an element of all of this. And there's a woman named
brand recently, so that's smart of them.
It's good. So there's a woman named, by the way, Steel Toe's doing the same thing. Steel Toe got real Catholic and Jesus-y. So I guess a lot of these
went to jail.
What's that?
At least he went to jail. That's where you
right. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
So all these right wingers are, not all of them, but a lot of them are seeing this idea. It's like, oh, if I get into Jesus stuff, I'll get a bunch of people to support me and give me money. At least that's my perception of it. I could be wrong. Maybe they're really into Jesus and believe that fairy tale. Who knows? Brittany Venti is another creator, streamer, right-winger, who's been on with Chrissy many times. They have a relationship. She's done Simcast. They've worked together a lot. Once Melonie Mac was announced to be on Chrissy's show, people said, get Brittany Venti on, because Brittany's been going after the quartering hard in the paint. She's been creating tons of content about what a piece of shit the quartering is and calling him out for flagging channels and his behavior around women, all these kinds of things. And so as Melonie's sweeping for the quartering, this is a perfect opportunity for Chrissy to have Brittany on with Melonie. And wow, there's so many people talking about this right now. This is bigger than the Dabbleverse, this quartering controversy. So it would make perfect sense for Chrissy to have Brittany on.
Sure.
And instead, Chrissy acts like she didn't know Brittany wanted to come on, even though she did. And they are dealing with an unruly chat during this stream. Like every single person in the chat, and there's hundreds of them, are asking, why isn't Brittany on? What are you guys doing? Why are you not facing this with the quartering and lying about it? And so here's just a quick clip of a super chat that comes in. Question?
I was just going to say, is this a show that relies on the chat? Because my first question is, why not just ignore it? But do they go to the chat a lot?
They go to the chat a lot. They got a lot of super chats during this. So that's the other thing that people are accusing Chrissy of using this to grift, whatever word people use. Yeah, when people are making money on YouTube.
8 o'clock. If Jeremy is innocent, why is he ducking Yellow Flash and banning Smash JT? I don't know.
All right. The question is, because she's reading this kind of quietly, if Jeremy is innocent, why is he ducking Yellowfish and banning Smash JT? And then he writes, no, he flagged the Kino channel and stole money from the editor's family. Okay, so watch how they respond to this.
But that is, no, he flagged the Kino channel and stole money from the editor's family. Okay.
Banning Smash JT. Did Smash JT get banned? I didn't hear about that one.
Okay, thank you, Clock. Dan Vicious.
So you see that? They don't even acknowledge the part about him flagging Kino Casino's channel.
Right.
And they just move on. So someone gives them $10, like, hey, you guys want to talk about the Kino Casino stuff? And they just go, oh, Smash JT. Okay.
Now, is Chrissy pretending to be ignorant on this, or is she actually ignorant?
Now, a lot of people are saying, because Brittany is friends with Chrissy and friendly, that she's getting messages from Brittany saying, I want to come on, send me the link. And Chrissy's acting like she doesn't know anything about it.
Right.
What's interesting here is the chat is unruly. I'm just going to explain what we're seeing here as this podcast is going on. If you just look at the live chat on the right.
I know too. Nana Peter, why is Mel invited but you
It's
abandoned Jack
literally
Murphy? Oh,
everyone
Jack
writing
Murphy
Venti,
even up
Venti,
to?
Venti. We need Brittany Venti.
I haven't seen
Free
nor
my girl
heard from
Brittany,
him in
Venti,
so long.
Venti.
I remember after all that
And
drama
then
happened.
the other thing is these orange emojis is something that this whole universe has adopted, I should say.
Yeah.
Where if you put oranges in a Melonie stream or a quartering stream, it's letting them know that we know what's going on with all the controversy around you, and we're on the side against you. So it's just like this weird thing that people are doing to fuck with them.
Happened.
Chris is like, a lot of Starbucks drinkers in here. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, they even at one point they reference it. They're like, someone like super chats a bunch of oranges, like, oh, I know what that means, orange juice. There's not being sincere about any of it.
Yeah,
gave him the advice.
Very
of,
disingenuous.
Like,
what's
Jack,
going
you
on.
just need to do a video going over all the memes, like just have fun with it. Like
What's crazy about this is I've certainly seen where there's people in the chat who are spamming the chat.
Mhm.
And it's annoying and people are not thrilled with that usually.
Yeah.
This is all different people and they're all writing the same thing. Bring on Venti, let Venti on, no more sweeping, stop sweeping. So there's all of these people going on there. On Chrissy's X account, she's promoting this show. And things are not going well in the chat on this. It's about to go live with Melonie Mac. Get in the chat. It's what Jesus would do.
Okay.
So then someone tags Brittany. Brittany Venti was
Seems
willing.
really religious, by the way.
I'm sorry?
Sounds like someone that's actually religious, by the way.
I all these people seem like they're using Jesus to be on their side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Aaron does that all the time. Like, if you guys understood Jesus like I do, you'd be cool like me. Like, well, it's weird. So someone tags Brittany and says, Brittany Venti was willing to come on the stream to confront this shitbag Melonie Mac, and you refused. You are a fake conservative grifter. FNT should kick you off the show. That's a big show she does on Friday nights. Chrissy says, Brittany messaged me too late, but hopefully we can find a date soon for her to come on and do an episode in the studio. Now, this is where people responded to that.
Yeah.
This is where I'm curious what Chrissy's angle is here, because it's someone responds to that. An episode with her and Melonie Mac. Are you going to do that, or are you going to keep dodging what you know we're here for? You also know she will most likely fact check this, right? And Chrissy says, no, with Venti. We have been trying to schedule something for months. So Chrissy is just like, oh, I mean, you guys want Brittany Venti? Of course I'll bring on Brittany Venti. She's great. Yeah. We'll have her on soon. Like, no. We want Brittany Venti to talk to Melonie Mac directly. That's the thing that everyone is looking for.
Yeah, which if she is just ignorant to all of this and doesn't understand whatever, she would have said when she saw all the Venti chats, like, oh, guys, I know Brittany Venti will get her on soon, or I talked to her, she couldn't make it. Like, if you were getting flooded with that many chats, it would be acknowledged. It wouldn't be this thing you were avoiding if there was an actual answer to it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised she still has this up, because if you go through this thread, I'm just kind of scrolling through it now, every single comment on here is highly critical of the fact that Chrissy and Melonie are on there yucking it up and not responding to allegations of what the court hearing has been up to, and not having Brittany on to talk about this. So Chrissy made a lot of news this week. Props to Chrissie Mayr, of course, the woman who started the Dabbleverse with her famous question.
That's right. If you folks were wondering, how does this tie into the Dabbleverse?
Yes.
That's the answer.
After all of that, maybe that was a little bit too much, but I just wanted, there's a lot of lore and a lot of backstory that I wanted to get into.
That is interesting, because Chrissie Mayr seems to fall into this category. Like, I've been talking about Jeff Dye more and more recently. And a lot of people call him a right-wing grifter and a fake Christian and all that. And Chrissie Mayr seems to fall into that a little bit as well. And like I always say with Jeff Dye, like, do I believe that someone around 2020 could become, more rightly, like change their political views and become more radical or whatever? Sure. It just seems like with some of these people that they change based on what makes them the most money as opposed to what they actually believe. And Chrissy seems like one of those people as well, where she just kind of morphs into whatever identity suits her the most.
I've seen this with a number of shows. I think that obviously Steel Toe falls into this category. Melonie Mac has been accused of this a lot, because Melonie Mac is now kind of a Jesus freak and turning into that. And it does, you had that brilliant clip that Casey Day fucked up with Russell Brand.
He figured it out. He fixed it.
No, I know. Not the point. The point is, like, Russell Brand's another one of these guys who's just like, he gets a big audience of right wingers, and a lot of them, a big percentage of them are Jesus people. Yeah. So he's like, I'll lean into that. All right.
Hey,
I'm also
me too, guy. What a coincidence.
Yeah. I mean, we saw that with Trump when he was asked, I think during the first time he ran for president, what's your favorite Bible verse? He's like, I love them all. They're great.
Trump's answer was way better than Russell Brand's.
Yeah, Russell Brand's like, hold on, it's happening.
They're all terrific.
they're all terrific.
Not a stinker among them.
Yes. So yeah, I recognize that, and I think it's very transparent when people do that.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be an interesting topic for Dabbleverse Live, the news show about all things Dabbleverse.
Yeah, it is. It's always strange to me where people can't just address something, and that's when you know there's bullshit. Like, you would think if Chrissy was getting all this feedback, Venti, if she was just like, guys, I'm going to try and get her on, or I tried to have her on for this episode, but the schedules didn't line up or whatever. If there was some rational explanation, she would give it, which puts everyone.
She did keep saying on the show, she's not texting me back. I don't know what to tell you guys. She's not texting me back. She kept saying that.
That's something then, at least.
But Brittany's just like, no, I certainly did. And Chrissy's looking at her phone. So
shit.
Yeah. And just to make it about me real quick, as far as like Aaron Imholt goes, he's another one of these guys who just gaslights the audience and lies to them and thinks he can get away with it, but it's hard to do in the internet age. So if someone could please send this to Aaron on a Rumble Friday or whatever the fuck they do. Aaron, we'll come on your show anytime. I'll invite you on my channel anytime. We can go on a neutral channel. Maybe Blind Mike will have us, whatever.
Sure.
I would love to talk to you about all the lies that you tell the audience because you're full of shit.
And Aaron, if you don't know who I am, I did a goal episode. People seem to enjoy it. I cover you fairly often. I used to host WATS. I don't know if you ever heard of that. So
the Beggy Monster has got his voice and
I
personality.
know you're very confused. Who's this guy Karl's with? So that's why.
Never heard of him before. Tukey's unpaid staff says, Mike, you've just been struck by Jeremy.
Damn it.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
That quickly?
I'm the worst. At the behest of Shuley says, Andy didn't help anyone with his explanation of what Looney Tunes critic did either. All vague. Could have been nothing. Could have been terrible. Yeah, I watched a lot of Andy's stream when he was covering this. And yeah, Andy's just like, I know exactly what happened. You're like, okay.
You don't know the half of it.
Right. Yeah. It seems like it's way worse. So, Mike, thank you very much for once again joining me on Dabbleverse Live and allowing me to go through the latest with the quartering Melonie Mac, Brittany Venti, and Chrissie Mayr.
Always a pleasure, buddy.
I appreciate that. If people want to check out more Blind Mike content, and they should go to blindmike.net.
They should. That's where this YouTube channel that you're currently watching us live exists, where you can find the link for that, as well as wherever you get podcasts. Links for this show and the Blind Mike Project, which is live every Sunday at 10 a.m. and available wherever else you get podcasts, as well as Why Are You Laughing? The history of comedy podcast that I do. All the links are at blindmike.net. And if you want to become a member, you get early access and bonus content on Patreon or YouTube if you want to become a member. So thank you guys for doing that. Or just like and subscribe, comment. It's a free way to support the show. And if you don't already subscribe to Who Are These podcasts on all platforms, you should do that. And go to whoarethese.com as well.
That's correct. Whoarethese.com with links to our Patreon and our YouTube channels. And we do 2 bonus episodes every month for anyone who signs up on Patreon or YouTube. Just this past week, we did another episode of Living in the Past with Stuttering John Melendez. It's a series we've been doing where we go back and listen to John's podcast from before the Dabbleverse. So we just got access to his show in 2016 on Podcast One with Tammy Pescatelli called Love, Romance, and Other Lies.
Ooh, baby.
And they had Howie Mandel on the show, and it is fascinating to hear what John thinks interviewing someone is like.
Yes.
He is terrible at it.
I heard you guys read off the list of names that was on that podcast.
Yeah.
It's amazing how far he's fallen. Right. that he's like, now he's like, ladies and gentlemen, who was the guy he had on his last show? Fucking El Tigre.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Exactly. Like his last show ever was not as great as Howie Mandel and
Doug Stanhope.
Yep. But he was on Westwood One, or not Westwood One, Podcast One. He was on a big platform. He still had a lot of connections from this night show. He's burned every bridge and moved to the west coast of Florida. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it's a fun series. We go back and listen to John before the Dabbleverse. It's pretty fascinating. G-Rob, $5. Chrissy didn't start the Dabbleverse. She was involved in naming it. I know. I said that a little bit tongue in cheek.
Yeah, give yourself some more credit, Karl.
Wow. The Dabbleverse was going to exist regardless of Chrissy or me, because someone was going to notice that John was a buffoon.
Surely would have stolen it from someone, one way or another.
That's my point. That's the point I was going to make. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out on Dabbleverse Live with us. We'll be back again next week with a very special guest on the Who Are These Podcast channel.
Well, there you go. There's your Dabbleverse news.